Okay, so we are ready for the final match. Near me is Ruslan Chinakhov from Russia. Another opponent from Finland called the Iceman is Mika Immonen. Good luck, guys. First to 11.
Hello everybody watching our live stream. You're watching the Predator Dynamite Open 2015 here in Klebata in Brasov, Romania. This is the final match now between Mika the Iceman Immonen and Ruslan Chinakhov from Russia. I've just seen the lag and we're preparing to see the first break-off. Big crowd here in the pool hall, Klebata, as you can see on your screen. A lot of people down at ground level. We're up on the gantry and we've got about 50 people around us, 50 people on the other side. Big enthusiasm for this event. And Mika Immonen is going to break off for the first rack. After an impressive victory over Thorsten Homan in the semi-final. He made the 7-ball into the side pocket. Thinking now about what to do. This 1-ball doesn't look to be a direct path. Looking at kicking that ball back up the table. He's played a pretty good safety there, Mika. Managed to get the cue ball in behind the 9. Ruslan's going to have to kick out of this situation. Mika really looked very strong in his semi-final win over Thorsten Homan. Then again, Ruslan also looked very strong in his win over Nikos Ikonomopoulos in the other semi-final, which featured on our TV table 2. Unable to contact the 1-ball there. Mika's going to have ball in hand as a result.
Oh, you don't have the earphone, right?
Mika's looking at the 2-6 combination as a possible next shot. And I've just been joined here in the commentary box by Mr. Darren Appleton, who gave his name to this event, the Predator Dynamite Open. Thanks for joining us here, Darren.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How have you been enjoying the event so far? We're looking for a really exciting final here.
Yeah, obviously started out small last year. Oh, that was a bad miss. You got lucky.
You got away with it.
Yeah, and obviously this year managed to get 12 invited players. Obviously, it's great to have Mika and Thorsten and Nick Vandenberg and people like that to come and play my tournament. But yeah, I mean, today especially, the atmosphere has been great. a lot of great matches, and obviously it helps when you got a big crowd, so the players really want to win. They're giving it like the fist pumps and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gone a lot better than what I expected, but it's also bigger than what I expected. So obviously it gives us like a lot of motivation for next year, really.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier in the week you're already thinking about 2016 next year. Do you see
Yeah.
this event potentially going further and I don't know, having a bigger field, having players
Mm.
traveling from further afield to come and play at Club Arta?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's a perfect country. Really, they're really passionate about pool, and obviously with the crowd, it's amazing. People are awesome, and it's an awesome city. So next year, my goal is to get to 128 players, maybe run it over 4 days, and at least like 6 to 10,000 euro to the winner. And if I have it before the World Nine Ball Championships, then obviously it's easier to get the top players to come because it's quite a short flight from here to Qatar. So I'll be able to get people like Air from Reyes and Dennis O'Cullough and Shane Van Bonin and them guys. So maybe next year I'll have like 16 invited players, and then obviously open the field up to everyone else. So be like 128 players. I don't think we'll have a problem getting the players.
There you have it, folks. Ambitious plans for the Dynamite Open. This is the second edition, of course, after Darren and Andre founded the event last year in 2014. Let's get back to the action now on the table. Mika has an opportunity in this first rack. We're lucky enough to have the expert analysis of Darren for the first part at least of this final. So he's going to give us some tips and talk us through the action. Looks like Mika is going to possibly take a one rack lead here, Darren.
Yeah, I don't see any problems here. It's quite fortunate after he missed the combination, the 2-6 to snooker Ruslan. Ruslan hit a really good kick, but didn't get lucky. And this is quite elementary for someone like Mika. Well, I think most players. So he's just going to draw the 8 ball, bring it back maybe like a foot, leave like a small angle on the 9 ball, and should be making. It depends how he lands on this, but he'll probably be playing for the 10 in the. Maybe he's just a little bit straighter than. No, so obviously he's looking to play the 10 ball in the bottom right hand corner as you look on the screen. Good match with Torsten and Mika the last match. Torsten, when he come back to 7-7, I thought he was looking favourite, but made a big scratch when the score was 8-7, and that sort of gave Mika like a bit of it basically took a bit of pressure off for the end of the game, because you could see that he was feeling the heat a little bit when it was 7-7.
That's
Especially
right.
having been up 7-3.
We thoroughly enjoyed watching that match and felt the tension. Those guys had faced off yesterday in the third round, and that match went heel. Similarly tight game today.
Yeah.
Mika managed to avenge yesterday's result and go through to the final. Now he's taking the first rack against Ruslan Chinakhov in the final.
Yeah, it's interesting. Ruslan had a great game with Nikos, 10-8 to Ruslan, but one rack I think the score was 7-7. Ruslan missed a 9 ball, and then Nikos missed it straight back, and they were both quite easy. So that was a massive game there. But Ruslan was like a promising junior. He was like 2-time world 9-ball champion, and then he went in the army for 1 year when he turned 18. So he didn't play at all really for 1 year. He sort of disappeared off the scene. Come back, never really found his confidence in his game for the next maybe couple of years. Really struggled with his confidence. But recently, I'd probably say the last 4 or 5 months, he's starting to show signs of his potential. Been getting like a lot of semis and finals in like these type of tournaments, and now obviously he's starting to play the way we all expect him to flourish. Really, when he was like world junior champion, I'd say around 2010. Very good talent, very powerful, big break, got a really nice stroke. If there was one little weakness in his game, I would say he's got like a long backstroke. So when the tables are really quick, like a TV table, he has a tendency to deaccelerate a little bit on them little field shots. But I think once he figures that out, then I think he's got potential to be a world champion on the big stage.
Certainly, this match is could go either way. These players really top quality pool we're seeing throughout this event.
Yeah, obviously in the final you'd have to favour Mika just because of the experience. So it'd be interesting to see how Ruslan handles like the big occasion, even though it's not like a massive tournament on paper, but it's a big crowd. You're in the middle of the arena. Got to be at least 200 people there watching, and it's a great atmosphere. So it's going to feel like it's playing in a major final, and I think that was an example there. Obviously, like a little bit nervous, and it's very easy to put a little quick stroke in like that, and this is where Mika might will probably have the edge. Is that he's obviously been in these situations many times.
He knows those pressure situations,
Mm.
Mosconi Cup
Yeah.
tournaments at the highest,
Yeah,
really highest level with a big audience. So
yeah,
the
and
Iceman is going to be.
yeah, and he's one of them guys what doesn't lose many finals. Once he gets to the finals, he's sort of starts playing his best game. But that's the difference between the great players and the good players. Is that the great players, they once they get to the final, they play their best pool. So obviously it's a dream start for Mika, and it's one of the matches where Ruslan probably needs to get off to a good start. But still, there's a long way to go, so we'll see. But obviously, Mika's going to be feeling very confident.
That's right, long way to go. Race to 11 here in the final is 10-ball alternate break format. Mika Immonen looks set to take a 2-0 lead at the start of this match.
Yeah, and Mika was like a late invite, really. He only decided to play about, let's say, 3 weeks ago, and it was like and ahhing for a while. But obviously, he's made the right decision because he come like a week early, played last week in Bucharest in the Black Sea Cup, and he managed to win that. Field wasn't quite as strong as this one, but still a nice win there. And obviously he's come here and he's looking to do the double in Romania. So I think it's fair to say that he loves the country, and it's amazing to me how many all the 12 invited players. It's the first time here for every one of them. So it's amazing, really, that the guys that playing as long as what they've played, like Mika and Torsten, that they've never been to this country.
That's right. All the feedback I've been hearing, everyone is very happy with the welcome they've got, loving the pool environment in Romania. It's a lovely pool hall here, Club Arta. We got really nice environment, good playing conditions, and as you said, Mika looking to do a Romanian double. Great form if you can pull it off, going into the 9-ball World Championship coming up in a week's time. A lot of these guys will be traveling on directly from Romania to Qatar for that event.
Yeah, I mean, winning breeds confidence. I mean, it doesn't matter the size of the event. Like if you're playing like a arenas like this and you're winning, then obviously it gives you a lot of confidence for the major tournaments. So Mika's a confident player. He's like sort of had like a barren spell, I'd say, for like 3 or 4 years now. Between 2008 2010, he was winning like a lot of major titles, but the last 3 or 4 years not been really had a lot of success. So for him and the game, it's good like to see him back playing his best pool, and that's so he's going to be a dangerous guy going to the World 9-ball and the World Cup pool in London in a couple of weeks' time.
That's right, back-to-back US Open wins for Mika around that period you're talking about.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like he's got like a foothold in the match already, and Ruslan really needs to get on the scoreboard very quickly. If it goes like 4-5-0, then it's going to be I'll probably say virtually impossible to catch Mika. Because when he's in front, he's very hard to catch.
It's a foul on the 10 ball. Ruslan attempted to swerve around the 10 ball, but contacted it, and he's given up, ball in hand to Mika.
Yeah, and they're laying
It's
really
going to
nice.
be almost certainly a 3-rack advantage now.
Yeah, the only way something could go wrong here if he got really careless or the ball skid on him or something. But yeah, the hospitality in Brasov and Romania is amazing, really. I mean, just treat us like royalty, and people are super nice. Everyone's had a good time. Even when the players get beat, like they've all been positive. Where usually they're all like sort of down on themselves and they just want to go home. But everyone's had a good time.
Yeah, Andre and his crew have really
Yeah.
helped to create a positive atmosphere in the around this event, and this is the showpiece final.
Yeah. And the thing with this pool room, it's like a family feel to it. It's got like a family atmosphere. It's like everybody knows everybody. So when you walk in the pool room, they always sort of call you by your name. So it's a nice feel when you come here.
Yeah, I'd certainly like to have a few more pool halls like this in France, where I live.
Yeah.
So no mistakes from Mika, as we imagined. 3 racks to the good now, and Ruslan's gonna need to start getting into a higher gear pretty soon to reduce that advantage. Otherwise, Mika is in danger of running away with this, establishing a big lead.
Yeah, just that one mistake from Ruslan, and it's 3-0. So very important now that he wins this run, especially with his own break. He's got a big, powerful break. He doesn't have the best cue ball, but he does hit them very hard. And you see like a lot of power there. His cue ball was pretty good. Got kicked slightly, and he does have a shot. It's not easy, but he does have a shot.
I noticed that Ruslan on his 9 ball and 10 ball break, he keeps his head very low, chin low on the cue. I was talking with that about Nick Vandenberg earlier on our live stream to get his point of view.
Yeah.
What do you think about that kind of technique?
Yeah, obviously you can put a lot more body motion into it, going on your backswing. So that's what most of the players are doing these days. Shame and Bonin really changed like the technique of the break, and a lot of players have tried to follow him. Yeah, you've really got to get like a lot of weight into the break going forward off your back, off like your front foot, and just going through the cue ball. But it's like the drive at golf. Like it's a massive part of the game now is the break. The good thing there is that he played a great shot on the 2 ball. He's played good shape here, so he's looking good here. He just needs to get the right side of the 5. If he gets the wrong side of the 5, it's going to be very difficult to get on the 8 ball. So he needs to make sure that he gets on the right side of the 5 to leave a natural angle to come up for the shape on the 8. He doesn't want to land short where he's like having to make the 5 and the natural angle for the white ball to go into the 9 or the 10. He's okay. He's a little bit straight, but he's going to draw back. He's going to draw back what 6-7 feet for the 8 ball in this bottom left hand pocket. He's got a nice stroke on that. Probably over strokes it slightly.
Slightly straight.
Yeah, and usually like the first rack's the hardest, and this is what's. And here he's left himself. He's going to have to leave himself longer on the 9 ball than he wanted.
Doesn't want to take any risks here. Needs to make sure of the part on the 8 ball, and as Darren said, he's left himself a tester on that 9 ball into the top right.
This is a very tough shot. He's less than a favourite to make this. He's about 40% chance of making this, especially when you're 3-0 down. Yeah, that was a tough shot.
just couldn't make that. Ruslan, he got back out for the 10 ball, but unsuccessful in potting the 9. He just slightly undercut the ball.
Yeah, the
Came
good thing
out.
he hasn't left him a hanger, and the cue ball's going away from the 9 ball, so he's got a bit of work to do here.
Chose
He's
to play
played
safe.
Yeah.
Cue ball down to the bottom rail, not quite nestled onto the rail, but it's a very thin piece of the 9 ball that Ruslan's going to be aiming at here. The 10 ball is blocking his path to the 9.
Yeah, he's got a tough shot here. Very tough.
Nice separation, and does he manage to block the 9 ball? He doesn't. There's a path through.
He probably survived enough to last one more shot. He'll probably get one more go at the table, but he should be in a tough situation when he comes back.
Does Mika manage to hide the 9?
Yeah, he's sort of got the snooker. Even if Ruslan can see a piece of the 9 ball, he's not going to attempt to hit it. He's going to come off the bottom rail, try and kick the 9 in the side pocket. If you don't kick it on the side pocket, it should land on the top rail. So he did actually call the side pocket just in case he does make it in the side. He's going to play us with a lot of low left spin. There you go, nice.
There
Good
you go,
speed,
and the
perfect speed.
cue ball stops dead.
Might have left an edge, but it's not. Sometimes it's better to leave him an edge than to snooker him, because this is a really tough safety if you can see the edge.
That's right. Mika maybe looking to cut this thin and come back up to the top of the table. Now looking at the kick off the side rail.
He'll probably call the side pocket just in case, but he's looking really to get the 9 ball on the basically where the white ball is now. It'd be great.
Well, he's just put his Q-tip there. That's the second rail he wants to hit. Mika looking at kicking that 9 ball.
Yeah, and he's doing the mirror image here, the mirror image system. He's going to double the distance from where his finger is now to from the pocket on to the outside rail, as you can see there. So then he knows exactly which part of the rail he needs to hit first.
Same kind of system you use to make a rail first shot.
I use this system all the time, especially for like 1 or 2 rail kicks. Ooh. Sort of like he sort of played like a centre cue ball there. So what happened is that he's obviously put a bad stroke on it, but also what happened is that he played middle of the cue ball, so it straightened the white ball up off the side rail, where you really need to play that ball with like a eye on the cue ball. Where if you was really paying attention to how he hit the cue ball, he sort of hit it in the middle. So obviously it comes shorter than what he wanted. So he sort of put a bad stroke on the cue ball there.
And as it happens, that foul from Mika left easy 2-ball finish for Ruslan. Takes his first rack. Yeah, crucial rack, as we said, needed to win that one, and pulls it back to a 2-rack advantage for Mika. He's now going to be coming to the table to break in the 5th rack.
Yeah, it was important to win that rack. And anything can happen now, like if you scratch on the break or something, or just get an opportunity to get back to 3-2 and then it's his break again. But obviously winning the first rack, very important. Just settle the nerves. I have noticed that this tournament Mika's broke really well. I'll probably say that was his weakest part of his game, the break. But this tournament he's really broke really good. Not every break, but most of his breaks have been really good like this.
Yeah, we saw a good display of breaking in the semi-final against Austin.
Yeah. A couple of breaks early on, he got very lucky. He lost the white ball. Hit a couple of bad breaks, but he got lucky to get a shot. But the second half of the match, he broke a lot better against Torsten. But he's a bit inconsistent with his break. He's not like a Shaman Bonin or a Dennis O'Cullough, where he's like centre of the table all the time, or even Torsten. Where it's important to be consistent with the break. But this tournament, I've noticed he's probably broke as good as I've ever seen him break playing 10 ball, and obviously that's one of the reasons why he's in the final.
Managed to bank the 1 ball, Mika, and hold for the 2 into the bottom right. Then went few rails round for the 3, and now has an open table in front of him. Looks to be closing in on a break and run.
Yeah, and
That's going across the line of the shot. Yeah, he's gone a little bit too far on that.
Yeah, I was a bit careless because even there, you might have some. It's better to land a little shorter or straight than it is to overrun. Now is a tricky situation. Yeah, I think if you just had to make the ball, it's okay. But he's gone away with a cue ball, so on the monitor it's really difficult to see the angle correctly. But he's looking to make it, but I think he's worried about kissing the 6. I think that's his worry here. So he's got to do quite a lot of work with the cue ball there. And there you go.
He's managed to avoid the 6, but
he focused so much on the cue ball, he missed the ball by quite a distance. And he put a quick stroke in there. He like sort of 2-stroked it. Sort of like he sort of like usually takes 2 or 3 strokes before he hits the cue ball, but on there I think he understroked the ball.
Has been playing very confidently, Mika, but on this occasion wasn't able to make the 5. And Ruslan himself struggled with that 5 ball. Wobbled about a little bit before dropping.
Yeah, left himself a little straighter than he wanted. He may even choose to go play this with topspin and go off the side rail and the bottom rail. Well, he is very good at the power shots, so we'll see. Yeah, I thought that's what he would do. So he's one of them guys what really likes to let his stroke out. So there, like, just created a better angle for himself. He wanted to get the cue off the rail. But he's really good at these type of shots, like them like big
nice follow stroke there.
Big follow through strokes. And it's a big rack to win, 3-2, and he's going to be breaking. So game on again.
That's right, 2 on the spin for Ruslan Chinakhov. 3-2 now, the lead for Mika.
Yeah, the last 2 racks very important. If they'd gone like 4-1, 5-0, it'd been very difficult. But now just got to keep. You have to keep the pressure on Mika. So it's your first time to Romania?
My first time here too. I know you've been over here doing some coaching before and creating this tournament.
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed this weekend in Brasov. It's gone by very quickly. We've been commentating from the start of the day to the end of the day, but couldn't ask for any more. It's a privilege for us to be asked to come and stream and commentate on these great players. And we'll be back on ebilliard.tv for the Predator French Open in October.
Yeah, I have to try and make that tournament one day. Cowboys won it last year.
That's right. Carl was the winner of the first edition, and
yeah, he was supposed to come here, but he got a bad neck. I've had problems with my neck also the last 2 or 3 months, and Carl for the last 3 weeks he says that he's been unable to play at all. But he's hoping his neck's going to be okay for the World 9 ball and the World Cup pool.
Your teammate for the World Cup of pool?
Yeah, after, hopefully he's going to get fit.
Otherwise you're going to have to find a replacement.
Yeah, I've told him, I says, look, if you're not fit, you're going to tell Matchroom that you can't play. He goes, no, I'm not going to do that.
Wow. I think as the defending champions, I think if there's any way that he can make it, he's going to be there, Cowboys, with Darren.
Yeah, I think now he's getting treatment. I think the first 2 weeks he was lazy. Just thought he was maybe like a stiff neck or something. I told him, I said, you need to get seen to because it could be serious.
Do you spend a lot of time practicing together for those kind of team events?
Not really, but we've known each other a hell of a long time through the English 8-ball days, and we've played doubles in the past. Played like quite a few money games playing doubles, so we sort of know each other's game inside out. So we're just sort of a natural fit, really. it's like I said a million times before, like the best two players might not be the best doubles team. You have like really good trust and chemistry, and that is what we have. Like, so we're one of the teams what we don't really need to prepare and practice that much, because we know each other's game inside out, and we have like a really good chemistry. So just sort of like clicks. Where a lot of teams take a long time to gel. You know what I mean? It's like Efren and Buster. It's just clicks. You know what I mean? So Torsten and Ralph.
Certainly a star-studded field for that event too, coming up at the end of September following the World 9-Ball Championships next week. Niels Feyen, the defending champion in that event. And you got stars from all across the world. There's a lot of guys taking part in this event and are going to be traveling straight to Qatar, as we said. We saw Ruslan take on a jump shot there at the start of this rack.
Yeah,
He's left Mika long on the 1.
it's long, but it's very hard to get on the 2 ball. Because the natural shape is for the cue ball off the bottom rail and kiss into the 10. So he's looking to play rail first, fractioning it rail first, so it creates a bigger angle for the cue ball. Then he might have the 2 ball in the right side pocket. But he has to hit this. He has to hit this perfect.
To the left-hand side of the table.
But he's got to hit this perfect. This is a tough shot. Well, if he just made the ball without hitting the rail first, it's virtually impossible to get shape on the 2. So if there's a bit of a gap, he can play the rail first, but he's got to hit it just fractionally before he hits the ball. And he's got to play it with quite a bit of left spin also. So this is a really tough shot. The only other option really, he could try and force it with a lot of right English, but again, it just makes the shot really, really tough. It's sort of undecided, but let's see what he plays. Yeah, that was a problem. He's sort of got half a result. You can see the ball.
Can he make it is the question.
Yeah, he can make it in the side pocket, and to be fair, I don't think he's any other option really, because I don't think he can see enough of the 2 just to draw the cue ball behind the 4. So
going to be going into that.
So he really has to try and make it in the side pocket. And the good thing is that the 4 ball's going to stop the cue ball, so he should get shape on the 3 if he doesn't make it. It was a tough shot.
Didn't make the 2-ball Mika in the side pocket, and now leaves it on for Ruslan.
But I'm surprised, like his last 3 shots. Obviously, if you know Mika's game inside out, and I've played him loads of times, so his last 2 balls has missed it. He's only 2 stroke the cue ball. It's like 1 and then 2. Where usually he's like 3 strokes, like addresses the white ball maybe 2 or 3 times before he strokes it. But the last 2 balls he's missed, he's only stroked it twice. So that says to me he's probably like a little bit overconfident, or he's a little bit nervous. Like sort of rushing the shot a little bit. But Ruslan left himself a little tricky shot here. Left more angle than he wanted. So this is an important shot. He played it nicely.
Talking about warm-up strokes, as we just read there for people watching on the live stream, Darren, do you suggest always using the same number of warm-up strokes?
Yeah, when I'm doing coaching, I say like try and be consistent with your strokes. Don't never understroke the ball. There's certain shots where you get lazy because the ball's very easy, but there's shots where it's tough and you might try to overstroke the ball, and then obviously you're like obviously doubting yourself more. So it's really important to try and find your, like me personally, I'm like between. I like address the cue ball maybe like 3 or 4 times on average before I hit the cue ball. On a tougher shot maybe like 4 to 5, and then obviously on this very simple shots you sometimes get lazy and it's a little bit less. But usually you should be consistent. I think around 3 and 4 is good. Like Ruslan's usually like 3 strokes, like just feather the cue ball like 3 times before you strike the cue ball. But the follow through is very important, like the backswing. Just having like a nice timing and a really nice rhythm to the stroke, just like there. Sometimes you know whether the player's going to miss or not.
He looks more and more comfortable out there.
Yeah, now
Ruslan
he's
is back
confident.
level at 3.
Now he's going to feel good, but he's also going to feel good because Mika's missed a couple of balls. I won't say easy, but it gives Ruslan like a little bit of confidence. It's easy to feed off your opponent when he makes a couple of mistakes. And also, Mika like would be the favourite. This was like a bucket that he'd be favourite coming into the match, and especially after beating Torsten in the last match. Obviously, definitely comes into the final as a favourite. So, like, if Ruslan just sort of enjoys the game and plays with nothing to lose, and just keeps the pressure on Mika, then I think it's going to be really close. But he is breaking good. Another good break there. I don't know if he made a
Two
ball.
ball heading up to the top right, and that's dropped, and he's nice on the 1.
Yep.
Lot
Yeah,
of
at first
balls.
glance, the 4 ball's a problem ball.
A lot of balls over on that right-hand side of the table as we look at the screen.
Yeah, the 4 and the 6, the first glance. Obviously, you probably play the 4 onto the 9. But you need to get good shape on the 3, firstly. And then you need to get really good shape on the 4 to play the 4-9 combo. But there's a couple of tricky shots. Even the 4 from the 5 could be tough. So he needs to play about 2 or 3 really good positional shots. And obviously he didn't have no angle on the 1 ball, so he's left himself a tough shot on the 3.
Yeah, didn't do too much with the cue ball there, just slightly moved the cue ball up, but still a long distance between the cue ball and the 3. He's going to be cutting that fairly thin into the corner pocket and coming away from the rail. Needs to control the speed.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. But again, he only 2-stroked the ball.
Perhaps another surprising miss from Mika. It's right. It's true that he had a tricky shot afterwards on the 4-9 to think about, but he missed the 3, and now Ruslan comes back to the table.
That's it. Every ball he's missed so far is 2-stroked it. So if I was his coach or his manager, I'd be
Needs to slow down a little bit,
going
maybe.
and having a word in his ear. But this is the mental side of the game.
Oh,
But there he tried to hold it so much for the 4 ball. He obviously missed it fat.
3 ball is proving problem ball in this rack. And now the 4 ball has gone even closer to the rail.
Which is sort of a good thing, as long as he leaves an angle. He'll probably try and get the cue ball around the middle of the table there. And then he'll play the 4-9 combo. And I think the 9 ball's slightly off the rail, so it makes it easier to make the 4-9 combo. If the 9's frozen to the rail, it makes it tougher because you've sort of got it perfect. Well, I would imagine he's going to leave the cue ball at the centre of the table.
Now we have it coming along the line of the
Yeah,
shot. It's come a bit
good.
further than the centre.
He's okay. He's going to come across twice with the cue ball. Just got to put a nice stroke on the ball. Bit of outside English. He didn't play that. He didn't hit that
get
good
up
either.
to the 8.
Well, he hit that bad. I don't know if you noticed, but he overcut the ball, and he only just made the 9 ball actually. But if the 9 ball would have been froze to rail there, it wouldn't have gone because it was just off the rail. It made the pocket a little bit bigger. But I'm very surprised that he's really understroking the ball. He's sort of rushing the shots.
There you have it. Just about made the combination shot, Mika, but finds himself in trouble now.
Yeah, the cue ball should have been like where the middle diamond is on the right side rail.
Trying to spin into this off of the rail.
Manages
to recover. Cuts the 4 ball into the corner, and now faced with a long shot on the 5.
Yeah, after the 2 or 3 balls he missed, this is a really big test for him. This is a tougher shot than it would be normally. You've got to put a really nice stroke on this. Yeah, that was
just
okay. He didn't hit it great. As you see, he sort of overcut the 5 ball, and that's why he's not got the shape. But he's got a bank, so he'll definitely be going for the bank shot. Try and bring the cue ball around the back of the 8 ball. Oh, he might play so. He's playing safe. He's putting the cue ball behind the 8.
Didn't
Which is
fancy
okay.
the bank on this occasion. He's got the cue ball up behind the 8. 6 right in the middle of the table. Not going to be easy for Ruslan to either make a pot or play an effective safety. So let's see what he comes up with, the one rail kick.
Well, he's got two options. He's either going to play a control kick, where you try and get a good 6 ball, or he's going to hit it very hard and just hope for the best.
He's called the ball in the right side pocket. Tried to control it, but hit it a bit too full.
Yeah.
Now the 6 ball doesn't have a clear path to a pocket from where the cue ball is.
I think he's got a combination. It's pretty. Costs the 6 ball so close to the 7, and there's a bit of distance. I'll be surprised if he missed the combination. Well, I think with Ruslan, I think he should have put more speed on the kick there.
Back around 2 rails for the 6 into the same pocket where the 7 went.
You've got a slight angle, so he might play this with a lot of follow and right spin, or he might play the 1 rail with less spin, like that. So he had a bit more angle than what I thought. Now he should be okay.
Looking at possible contact point on the 2nd rail. Let's see if the cue ball hits exactly there, and it does.
Yeah, it's about a fraction out, but we'll let him off for that.
4-3. Mika Immonen
was
pleased with himself there.
Yeah. A little fist pump there, Joseph. 4-3.
After 3 racks in a row for Ruslan, Mika looks very happy.
That was a nice out, actually, so he got himself in trouble a couple of times.
Good to see that emotion from Mika there
good.
at the end of the rack.
I'm amazed, like the last 2 or 3 matches, players showing a lot of emotion. When they win their matches, they're going like with the fist pumps. Ruslan, I never seen him fist pump before in his life, but when he beat Nikos, he gave it the big one. So that's nice. Obviously, to be playing my tournament and to see the guys really passionate and they really want to win. It's great.
Yeah, we like to see that.
But I go back to what I said before. If you've got a big crowd and you're in that centre stage, and it doesn't matter whether it's a $2 or $3,000 event or whether it's 20,000, the guys want to win.
Where's that cue ball headed? There. Kicked in? No,
no,
it's on the table.
Nearly got kicked in, but not quite. He got bad roll because there's no shot on the 1 ball. And it's not an easy push out because the 1's quite close to the pocket. So that's a bit unfortunate because he hit a good break there. If the cue ball didn't get kicked, he'd definitely have a shot on the 1 ball.
Kicking at this, I think he's.
I don't understand this. He's got it perfect.
Called the bottom left-hand corner pocket. I think he's going 2 rails to kick this back down table.
His grout is so good though. Yeah, I didn't. And his ball in hand as well. There's no rail.
No rail after contact means ball in hand for Mika Immonen.
Yeah, that was a lack of experience in that shot. Because it was a tough kick because he had to hit it perfect. Like if the 10 and 6 wasn't in the middle of the table, then yeah, maybe you play the kick. But he had to hit that kick perfect, and he could have pushed out. There was some way to push out. And he sort of played it really quickly and just give really a free rack really for Mika. I mean, it's still got a bit of work to do, but at least always make your opponent work for his opportunities. The biggest shot in the rack here will be the 8 ball to the 9 ball.
Yeah, the 10 ball complicates things slightly for.
Yeah, and especially if he leaves himself a lot of angle on the 9 ball, then obviously it's not natural shape you got on the 10. He'd have to come twice across with a cue ball, which makes a 9 ball a little bit more missable. But a player of his ability, I expect him to run out from here. Probably like 80-90% of the time. I'm guessing the 7 passes the 8, which makes life easier. If not, then there's a bit of work to do with the 6 to get to the 7. But I'm pretty sure the 7 passes the 8.
We'll see from how he plays this position on the 6. And as we thought, Mika's going to be coming back down to play the 7 in that bottom left, I believe.
Yeah, the way he's stroking it. Well, you see there, he took like what 4 or 5 strokes on the cue ball, which is good. It's better to overstroke the cue ball than understroke it. But the balls he has missed, he's only like 2 stroke the ball. So maybe he's like figured out what he was doing wrong with the 2 or 3 balls he missed. But sometimes you get overconfident and you understroke the ball.
Now, how is he to finish on the 9?
He's got a little angle. It'd be interesting to see whether he plays inside the 10 or outside the 10. Played inside.
Played into the 10, played a little
That's
contact.
okay. He's just going to draw the cue ball back maybe 2 or 3 inches for the 10 in the, I guess the 10 in the top right. Because he don't really have any angle really. He don't want to try and force us in to get off the rail when there's no real need to, and it obviously makes because the pockets are a bit funny. If you hit on the outside of the jaw, they spit out, they wobble. But if you play inside it, they're okay. So, oh, you put a big stroke on it. Wow.
Draws back
Yeah,
2 rails and
just about got there.
now just needs the 10.
Yeah, he's going to play the side pocket.
Cut into the side pocket, cue ball up to the top rail, but no danger there, and Mika opens up 2-rack advantage again.
Yeah, an important stage of the match because like the next rack's big because 6-3 or 5-4 is huge. You know what I mean? I always say like when you're playing like races to 10s, 11, like you always want to stay within like a rack or 2. But so this is a big rack for Ruslan. 6-3 and 5-4 is a big difference. It's really important to stay with someone like Mika because when he gets like 3-4 racks in front, he get really confident. I'm very impressed the way he's broke though today. Might not have made a ball, but he did it break good. I'm guessing his cue ball got kicked again there, which is just bad luck. I mean, that's when you got 10 balls flying around the table, it's going to happen now and again. And he didn't make a ball, so he's sort of been fortunate, really, because he not left a shot for Ruslan.
Yeah, Ruslan's the one who's going to have to deal with this particular.
Well, for me, he should be pushing out
puzzle.
to the bottom left-hand pocket and leaving dead straight in on the 1 ball, because then it's going to be very hard to get from the 1 ball to the 2. So then he'll probably put Ruslan back in, and then he's probably have to come with a good safety. That's the only option I can see. Is to maybe like dangle the carrot. Just give your opponent like thinking, oh, maybe he's playing up here. This to me is going to leave a too easy safety. But a player of Mika's ability, is give Mika a lot of options here.
Does tie up the 7 behind the 8, but as you said,
and also
a
I
lot
think
of
it
places
banks
to
as well.
hide the cue ball.
Yeah, that wasn't the right shot really.
Yep.
And it's called
Mika's
the bank.
called the bank.
Yeah.
Didn't make it.
Yeah, that bad. Might get lucky though. Yeah, he sort of got a pretty good roll there because he completely missed it that. He missed it that by what, 3-4 inches. And I don't think he can see enough of the left side rail to kick this ball in. Maybe he can maybe he can hit it really thin and come round the angle with the cue ball.
Swerving into the rail.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's called it. Yeah, nice
Made the shot.
Nice.
Cue ball contacts the 8 and comes slightly away from the bottom rail. Distance between the cue ball and the 2 now.
Nice.
Sinks it. Nice putt and does well to thread the through ball, the cue ball through that gap there between the 5 and the 10.
Yeah, the only problem is that the 3 doesn't pass a 6. I don't think so. He's got like a blind pocket shot, as we would say in snooker. It's a blind pocket. So this is all about feel and judgment. He played it awesome.
Use the 5 as a stopper there to stay on the 4.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. It was nice. It's good because he's making a lot of tough shots. So that's going to give him a lot of confidence. Just make sure you don't put a quick stroke in here. Stay low on this shot. Very important to keep your head still on them type of shots. But when he's got to put like a stroke on the ball is beautiful to watch. Like that, but there he sort of pulled out the shot a little bit. Oh, he on the 6 ball. Sorry, I got mixed up with my calls. I thought the 6 ball is where the 8 ball is. So.
Yeah, the 7 and the 8 are open after Mika's failed bank attempt earlier in the rack, and that's left the door open for Ruslan.
I'm really happy because I want to see a close match. So win this rack, go 5-4, and he's breaking. So needs to be really.
Ooh, where's that cue ball
He
going?
needs to get very lucky here and go past the 10. Oh, and I think he got there.
Glanced the 10,
Maybe
but
managed. Trust me, when things like this happen, it could be your day.
Could be a sign of.
Because if things aren't going well, you're stuck behind that 10 ball. He deserves to be snookered there, you know, because he played it really
sweating after that positional shot, but Ruslan Chinakhov manages to.
Yeah, it was very lucky because he overhit the ball by about 2 or 3 feet. But you need a bit of luck in this game. You need it doesn't matter how good you are, you need a bit of luck.
Just to remind you watching at home, this is the final of the Predator Dynamite Open 2015, second edition. And we've got a great matchup here between Mika Immonen from Finland and Ruslan Chinakhov from Russia.
Currently
5-4.
And I don't really know the history of pool, but for like a tournament in Europe where there's like an international field, in the last 8, every player was from a different country. We had 8 players from 8 different countries. I'm not sure if that's ever happened before.
Really good international field, as we've been talking about over the weekend. We've got players traveling over from North America. We've got Germans, British, players from the Netherlands, obviously Finland and Russia, as you can see here, Greece, Turkey, Israel, Romanian home players who've managed to get through to the second day of action and do their home audience proud. They've been cheered on by the fans here at Club Arta.
Yeah, there was 4 of them in the last 16, or 3 or 4 of them, and really good players. I mean, just a little unlucky with the draw. Like Ladani, he played Mika. I had a chance. He was up there 5-4, and he missed a chance to go 5-5, and then after that, the match sort of run away from him. Imran beat Cyprian, but Imran played awesome in that match. And the other one, Babkin, had a great match with Ruslan, ended up 10-7. So tough draws. I mean, but that's pull. I mean, you need a little bit of luck here and there, and sometimes the draw play. But in this tournament, I mean, from the last 16, there was. I mean, like you could have handpicked 1 or 2 guys to draw in the last 16, but every other match was like could have been worthy of the final.
Absolutely, and we're nicely balanced here at 5-4.
Yeah, I guess they're on a timeout. Eh?
Little timeout break in between the racks. Just gonna come back now, Ruslan, after that break. You can see plenty of people in attendance in the venue here today. We're surrounded by people up here in the commentators area too. We got people looking down on the action from a good vantage point. Same on the other side of the hall, and plenty of people down at ground level alongside the table. Probably at least a couple of 100 people watching the final in person, and many more watching at home on the live stream with eBilliard.
Yeah, unless you're here at the venue. Oh wow, what a bad roll. That's a joke.
Cue ball jumped up, took one kick, and then a second kick to knock it into the bottom corner, and bad piece of fortune there for Ruslan.
Yeah, full can be cruel. It's very frustrating when you hit a perfect break and that happens. It's like a perfect drive at golf, and one of the spectators go on the course and they pinch your ball.
Exciting for the spectator, nevertheless. It gives
Yeah.
unpredictable nature to the game.
But that's the difference between pool and all the other sports, is that you can hit a perfect break in pool and you get punished for it. But if you hit a perfect drive or like a really good serve at tennis, you never get punished for it. But so that's why pool, in my opinion, is like the mentally the toughest sport in the world, because it doesn't matter how good you are, like you still need a little bit of luck.
And that can be tough to swallow, right? If in
Especially
a big
like
match,
that,
if you
I
get
mean,
a kick, unfortunate kick
Is
at
it
a
a
crucial
perfect
time.
break and obviously got kicked in off, and that's just down to the pool gods, and that's where the game can be cruel.
Well, here at eBilliard, we love Paul, of course, and we definitely think that Paul deserves to grow and get a bigger reputation here in Europe, and it's with this kind of tournament that it's really going to help the game. Hopefully, encourage a lot of enthusiasm from everyone watching, participating, and enjoying this event.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need a lot more events where you got big crowds and create a big buzz, a good atmosphere. It's like the Euro Tour, no disrespect to it, but 6-7 years ago it had a good atmosphere. Now there's you play a quarter final or semi final and it's just dead.
Mika's swatting away a fly that was hovering over the table there, obviously distracting him. Doesn't want to. There's no room for error, so no room for distractions. Big shot here from 6-7 as well.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but the last 2 or 3 racks he's gone back to his original rhythm of addressing the cue ball like 3 or 4 times before he hits it. So now he's starting to stroke the ball better.
Left-handed on the 8-ball.
So he's
Stops
taking
it.
more care on his shots now and start getting a good timing back.
Quite straight on that 9-ball. Is he going to be drawing?
Yeah, probably draw with a bit of inside English.
Good control of his cue ball there. Easy 10-ball. It's going to be 6-4 for Mika Immonen.
Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to go because I need the toilet anyway. But thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us, Darren. I'm sure everyone's appreciated your comments and all your efforts in helping to arrange this event. And it's been a pleasure to commentate and do the streaming.
Thank you.
All the best, and
thank you for you guys
good
for
luck
having
for
me, and
for your upcoming tournaments.
thank you for coming over to do this event. Really appreciate it. It's been really good luck to have the media attention, and great stream. Make sure you tune in for the French Open, October.
That's right, next month in Paris.
Yep, there'll be some great players there, and enjoy the rest of the final.
Cheers, Darren.
Cheers, pal.
All the best.
Good job, mate. See you later, pal.
Here we go. 10 racks down in the final. 6-4 for Mika Immonen, and he breaks. Doesn't make a ball. And Ruslan comes back to the table with a shot to the top left corner. Right-hand English takes the cue ball further up the table. He's going to nudge the brown 7-ball there and stay in position for the 2. He's pretty straight there on the 4. That's where he wanted to just hold the cue ball for the 5. Could take full advantage of the dry break here. Now, where's this cue ball going to finish up? It could be behind the 10. Oh dear, he's in trouble. The young man from Russia. That's you can only put that down to hitting the ball, going too far, further than he wanted. He's called the kick into the side pocket. Makes it. Didn't take too long on that. He knew what he had to do, and doesn't really have an easy shot now on the 7. But he managed to dig himself out of the trouble he had got into. Needs to come now with a big shot on this 7 ball. 8 balls down at the bottom of the table, so he's going to be aiming to come back 2 rails. Couldn't follow up on what was undoubtedly an excellent kick shot, but once you get into that kind of trouble, you need a couple of shots to recover, and Ruslan wasn't able to make the 7 ball. Mika banking. 7 ball just caught the jaw of the side pocket and came back down to the bottom of the table. Ruslan is looking at a possible 7-10 combination here. Big distance between the object ball and the pocket, but could be on. Alternatively, looking at the angle for the 7 into the top left, I think that's going to be his choice.
Yeah, but it could be a win or lose shot. I mean, that's if he's gonna to lose this or to miss this combo, he will let a shot to Mika. So
That's right. Either of these shots, there's a risk of selling out. There he's aiming at the left-hand side of the ball. He must have called the 10. He'll be trying to bring the cue ball back down to the bottom rail after this to not leave anything should he miss it. Big shot here in the 11th rack. The crowd will go wild if he makes this combination. He's looked several times at the potting angle. He's called the 10, and here we go. What a shot! He's pulled that combination out and took his time and really came with a big shot in this final. Crowd appreciated that. Like to see that kind of spectacular pull. 6-5 now. The lead is down to just 1 rack. Welcome back, Christophe.
yeah, what a challenge is it for me to come after Nick and Darren? But
You got to follow in some pretty impressive footsteps.
yeah,
But
yeah,
hey,
obviously it was great to see them
tell you what, you
and
came
to
back.
hear them just to comment and to tell to everybody their feelings about the games and about the brush off, the atmosphere, and so on.
Yeah, that's right. A real privilege for us at eBilliard to have Nick and Darren join us in the commentary box. Christoph's taken a short break and he comes back, and straight away we see a spectacular 3-10 combination shot.
Yeah, sure. That's an exciting game. Very nice game.
And
Everybody, clap your hands.
applause after the break, and Ruslan's looking good for the.
He's got a
I think
shot.
he made 3 balls on that break.
I think he's got a shot and an easy,
Nice table.
An easy result to get for the 3 ball and the 4 and so on. That's maybe a run out from him.
Inside English to control the cue ball and bring it roughly back to where it started. I mean, shooting the 4 into the top left and possibly the 6 in the same corner.
He has to take care about the position of the cue ball before playing the 7 ball.
He as it turned out, he chose to use inside English again. Pulled the cue ball to play the 6 into the side, and as Christoph said, important position now on the 7. 9 ball to follow afterwards. Oh, he's brought the stroke out on that one. Didn't fancy playing it in the bottom corner, maybe due to the proximity of the 7 to the side. Another interesting positional shot. We're seeing an exhibition of cue ball control here. Cue ball's doing a lot of travelling. And he played those shots very confidently, Ruslan. He's not phased here in the final. Level we are again. 6-6. Big reaction from the crowd here in Romania.
He just showed to everybody, and especially to Mika Immonen, he's into the game. He's very comfortable with the situation, and he's going to be a very tough opponent for this final.
Everybody having a good time?
You can hear Andre, the tournament organizer, talking with the crowd here as we prepare for the 13th reg.
And maybe we can say some words about Vadim, the tournament director. He made a great job during all the 2
job.
days.
He's been running around all day yesterday, all day today. And he's burnt a lot of calories, I think.
Yeah.
Going up and down those stairs.
His shot is not so nice today, but he made a great job.
Yeah, big up to Vadim and all the team here at Club Arta. Really a big effort and absolutely professional, excellent service for everyone. And that's a great break, and Mika's playing up to the crowd now.
Yeah. We have a close situation at the top of the table there.
8, 9 and the 10 cluster. Mika's coming out to shoot the 4 down towards the pocket where the 6 ball is. He's going to have to play precise precision on that 8 ball. What with the 9 and the 10 so close together, do you think he's going to be going into the 9 and the 10, or can he play that 8 ball and shoot the 9 into the top right?
I think he could manage a position for the black 8 just to manage a contact with the 10 and to free 9 ball. But it depends. All it depends about his position right now. Something like the center of the table will be very nice. Okay, and he could manage a contact.
Always a risk when you're going into balls, so we'll see what Mika has in mind. I think he's pretty straight. I just wonder if he can come out for the 9 without disturbing those balls. Hard to see the angle.
I think he's got an angle, just enough to contact a little the 10. It's hard to see from our position that.
Yeah, let's see what Mika's got planned.
Yeah,
nudge on the 10.
But
hasn't worked out.
Not enough. Oh, maybe yes, maybe not.
Does it pass? That's a big question. He's looking, he's down. He's down on the shot. Thinks he can make it, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
easy.
is great.
Well, it's a lot easier to see down at ground level than it is from up here. No worries for Mika. He controlled that contact. Takes the 7-6 lead. We were talking about this guy just a minute ago. Here's Vadim.
Hi guys.
Tournament
Hi, guys.
organizer. Done a great job this weekend.
Nice to see you.
Have you been enjoying the tournament?
I've been enjoying
busy,
it.
right?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it since the semifinals. Finally getting a
Help
chance to
them
relax
forget
and
about
enjoy
Breathe
the,
and get to watch the action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made a great job yesterday.
I think the finals, the first game, I actually took the time to watch live.
You know that we are over 400 viewers at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, maybe 440 I saw.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So hi everybody. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing.
Are you happy about the results, about the organization, about the players? About
I'm very happy. I hope they're happy. We're
Uh-huh.
very happy to have you guys and every player here. It's been a really good tournament for us, and we're hoping to make it even bigger by next year.
Mhm.
Even more players, even more crowd, if we can fit them all.
We're certainly hoping to be back in 2016. Already thinking of next year and maybe
We'll
a bigger
be-
event even.
Yeah, we're trying. We'll do our best, and we'll be happy to have you here again next year.
Thanks a lot, Vadim.
This was great
Okay.
to work with you.
Thank you so much, you two guys. Everything's been amazing. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of the final.
You too. You too.
Thanks,
Enjoy it.
Vadim.
Have a good time.
Thank you too. Bye. It was Vadim. Made a great job during 2 days for the tournament.
In the meantime, Ruslan has wasted no time in breaking open that rack. Uses the 10 ball there to control his cue ball, and now he's going to be looking at trying to run out. That cue ball needs to slow down.
Oh, that's okay.
It's okay.
He's okay. He's okay. You know. Now all is about the position on the 6. Yeah. Okay, maybe a little
Came a bit
bit
far.
too far. Yeah.
Would have liked to be pretty much straight in, I think, on the 6 in the side, but now he's got an angle to deal with. Maybe he can use the 9
Yeah,
to
maybe
stop the
manage
cue ball.
contact on the 9 ball to keep
Yeah, I think that's what he's playing.
the
He's
cue ball on the
aiming
center.
down on the cue ball. Just keep the cue ball where the 9 is right now. There you go.
Very nice.
Develops the 9 as well. Should be 7-7 here now. 9 ball goes into that right hand side pocket. He's going to have a simple 10 ball afterwards. Emphatically punched into the corner pocket. Break and run from Ruslan Chinakhov to draw level at 7-7. We're going all the way, it seems, here in this final. 7-7. It's a race to 4 and anyone's game, really. Maybe a slight advantage for Mika with the break, but it's anyone's game.
And the atmosphere is getting hot. Thanks to Andre and all the attendance we have here.
Also,
Very
please
nice
clap your
attendance.
hands
About
for
maybe
Mr. Referee
I don't know, but
Aleko from
200,
Bucharest.
200 people.
Round of applause for the referee Alexandru there from Bucharest in Romania. He's travelled down to take part in this tournament and referee on the final day, which is very important for a pool tournament. Ball drops, second ball in the top right. One ball is down, sitting close to the pocket. The 3 ball, I'm not sure if that blocks his path. I think he's going to be okay to get through there.
Maybe he got a piece on this one
He's,
more.
I hope he's been practicing his yoga, Mika, because he's stretching, got his leg up on the table there, and oh,
Wow.
there you go. Maybe the yoga lessons didn't work just
Yeah.
yet.
He has to improve
Unfortunate,
this.
Mika.
You have to improve this side of his preparation. Yeah.
But obviously he didn't have the path through to the one that we thought he might, and ball in hand to Ruslan. Big advantage in this rack. This is going to be a really exciting end to this match. Four racks needed for either man to win the trophy, the Dynamite Open.
So that's a race to 4.
Race
The
to
game
4. It all
final
comes down
after
to
2
this
days.
to
Yeah.
take the winner's check and the big trophy, which you can see in the background on the table.
Yeah. Dynamite. You know.
Exactly. Dynamite Darren Appleton, he was with us earlier. He's the reigning champion from 2014. He's going to hand over that honor this year to one of these two guys.
And Darren made a great job for this tournament.
Absolutely big effort involved in promoting the event, getting as much participation as possible from some of the other big names in the pool world, liaising with the club here, Club Arta, which has put on such a great tournament.
That's the key shot of the frame. Not another one, but you have to use speed and also a lot of white and English. So took yeah, you have to take this ball thick.
You caught it, Christoph. A tough shot. It might have looked like an easy pot, but it was a difficult positional shot, and with the English and the power that Ruslan had to put on the ball, he missed it.
He's not unfortunate after this miss because he didn't give a shot to Mika. So
Yeah, just that 9 ball is in a awkward position for Mika. What's he going to come up with now?
it's hard to tell. Maybe a safety. Maybe just a little thin on the thin on the right end of the 5 ball.
Wow.
Very nice.
Thin cut on the 5, sent it to the left down rail and back up to the top rail, and cue balls come right down to the bottom of the table.
And we've got a classical situation.
I'm
We
sure
saw
he'll
that several times this weekend. To raise first, try to pocket the ball anyway, and if not, you have a chance to have a safety after.
I'm
the
sure he's
contact.
going to contact the 5 here, but what happens afterwards is anyone's guess. Oh, he's looking at it, almost think he's going to hit it 1 rail.
We'll see.
Oh, he went 2 and kicked it back up table.
Not sure that he was expecting this result, but he's okay. Made 2 raise first.
Again, the 9 ball proves an
Mika
obstruction for Mika.
Mika showing a piece. Can play this.
Wow. Hammered that 5 ball into the corner. Wasn't
Shot.
bothered about the 9 ball. Didn't let that
Maybe a
distract
bank.
him in any way.
What do you think?
Could
Maybe
be
a
bank time. It's
An
a
aggressive
crucial
shot.
time in the match.
Yeah, it's an aggressive choice.
The bank would offer position on the 8, and that's what he's going for.
That's why I'm calling it. Maybe little short.
Maybe a bit too hard there. He hit the 6, but he's again not sold out anything easy. The 6 offers a possible combination on the 8 ball.
Possible combo.
This stage of the match, though, it's a big test.
Seems to be pretty straight, no?
He's lining that up right now.
Yeah.
Pretty straight as we thought, but he's going to have to shoot another combination now.
Yep. Pretty straight too, I can say.
I think the 6 ball is going to be drifting over to the left-hand side of the table after this combination, so just needs to make sure he controls the cue ball.
Just a question of speed. You have to play enough speed to let your cue ball.
There you have it. Didn't control the 6, missed the combination. This stage of the match, there's a lot of tension in this Club Arta. Ruslan maybe feeling the heat there. Mika's played a safety. Now he's left he's left the 6 ball.
Yeah.
Wanted to get behind the 9, but not sure he was successful there.
Many different options for Ruslan out there. I mean that he can play an aggressive shot or also a safety shot.
And you could try and cut that thin, but it would be difficult. Maybe cut it in the corner. He went for the thin cut, but that distance from the cue ball to the 6.
Oh,
wow.
lucky.
Wow.
Lucky guy.
That distance from the cue ball to the 6, it was always going to be difficult to hit the 6 ball that thin, and he hit it thick, came back out to the middle of the table, but he got very lucky. His cue balls ended up behind the 9.
Jump time.
Looks to be going for his jump stick, Mika Immonen. All you guys watching on the live stream, call up your friends, get posting on Facebook. We've got a race to 4 here. It's a critical stage here of a big pool tournament, big matchup. Mika's jumping. Makes a 6 ball, unbelievable. What a shot. Just fired that 6 ball into the corner pocket. Wow. Nothing to say there, Christoph.
Yeah. Marvelous. At this time,
oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Wow.
Maybe too confident.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, he deserved a reward after this jump shot, but he's not gonna to have it.
After coming with such a big jump shot on the 6, and then missed, not an easy ball by any stretch of the imagination, the 9 afterwards, but he would have expected to make it. Ruslan has not ended up ideal on the 10 either. He's going to have to cut that back into the corner. No mistake though from the young Russian. The crowd bursts into life again. Mika's going to be thinking about that missed 9 ball. The crowd really appreciated the excellent execution of the jump shot, but the 9 ball, which was, as I said, not an easy stroke, but you still would have expected Mika to get out at that stage here, Christoph.
Yeah, the atmosphere is getting warmer. Andre is making his job. And now, Ruslan is 3 frames from the title.
Mika's 4 from the title.
Yeah, close game anyway.
Chance now maybe for Ruslan to open up a 2-rack lead if he can have an effective break, and who knows, maybe run out, but it's much easier said than done. Cue ball pops up.
Question of details.
2 ball in the top corner. 1 ball sits easy, but has something come in front of the cue ball. Yes, a 6 ball.
Question of details. Good break, and the most important thing, a shot on the first ball.
And as Darren said earlier on the live stream, Ruslan's been a bit unfortunate. He's been breaking very well, but got a kick on the cue ball earlier into the corner pocket. Now hooked behind the 6, and he's going to have to push out. He's going to leave Mika a thin piece of that 1 ball. Mika's going to be cutting that thin, coming 2 rails, I think. Maybe he's
one
got a
wave
space to
first.
aim behind the 10 and the 5. Or you expect a kick?
Maybe one wave first.
Let's see what Mika comes with. Yeah, he's going to play the
Okay. Nice.
the safety behind the 10 and the
Bad
5. Didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get there. Couple of rotations more and he would have been perfect behind the 10.
Maybe he left a shot.
Yeah, that I wouldn't be surprised if that 10 ball was on. Pretty straight in if he does have it. There you have it. Jawed the one into the corner, and again we're seeing maybe the pressure starting to tell in these closing stages of this final. We've seen a few missed balls.
But once again, Ruslan didn't leave a shot or to Mika, so maybe a combo, maybe a safety shot. You can imagine the yellow fin on the right side, on the left side, sorry, and maybe three rays from the position, and to hide the cue ball behind the block 10 and 5. I don't know. Let's see the choice from Mika. Okay, a combo.
Managed to open up the table with that combination shot, Mika, but now it's not an easy shot on the 5.
Question of speed. Cut is not hard to play, but we have to control the cue ball after the contact. Maybe a little.
Yeah, he didn't want to be exactly there, but the 6 does cut. Cue ball will go towards the bottom right corner of the table, 2 rails, and back out for the 7 into the bottom right.
Can you imagine 3 rays?
Well, now
contact.
Yeah, 3 rails. Back out. He's good on the 7. 9 ball is kind of a tricky position there on the left-hand side of the table.
You have to get a nice position on the black 8 in order to be good and nice on the 9. Maybe a little bit short. I think he would expect to be on the right.
Yeah, not sure what side of the 8 he is there. He might have liked to go a little bit further.
He's going to play the right side, I think. Yeah, that's the case. But
makes it trickier, more distance for the 9 ball to the pocket.
Watch out the speed.
We've seen a lot of balls rattling in these corner pockets, and a few missed shots in the last rack. Mika steps up. No mistake this time. He didn't have to do too much with the cue ball there, and I think that helped him in that situation. Gives him a simple 10 ball. 8 is the score here. Mika Immonen pulls level. Race to 3 now.
Race to 3. Tie game. Thriller game.
I think we couldn't ask for anything more really as a fitting finale to this tournament. We've had a lot of exciting games throughout the tournament. We've had hill games on our live stream. We've had a real vast array of players, big names in the pool world, professionals from many different countries have performed, and we've been pleased to bring you this live stream on ebilliard.tv. Nicely controlled white ball there. 6 in the side pocket. Another ball dropped somewhere else we didn't see. He's good on the one. Great break from Mika there. Darren was talking earlier on the commentary about the way Mika's been breaking in this tournament. He says that it's the best he's ever seen him break. And that's a perfect example there. One ball drifted down towards the bottom end of the table, and Mika has a good chance here to really take this rack by the scruff of the neck. He's going to have to use the rest though. Cue ball's out of his reach. Always adds a little element of difficulty. Needs to control his cue ball after the shot. 2 rails. Inside English, nicely controlled. Got his contact points on the rails exactly right. Now needs to manage the position from 2 to 3. Bumps the 4, and that was a potential problem, and as it turns out, it is a big problem, because Mika is now in trouble in the 3 ball. It was one of those where the 3 ball looked pretty easy with an open pocket, but trying to play precise and the best position possible, he's come unstuck. Maybe now going to have to go for his jump cue.
Maybe the jump, because if he's gonna to play one way first, he's gonna to leave the red free in an open space. I mean, on the table, and how to avoid to leave a shot to Ruslan. So the jump shot is
He's lining it up,
yeah,
do or die here for
he's able
Mika.
to make it. Unfortunately for him, he left a shot.
Yeah, he's not happy, Mika.
Yeah, sure.
Understandable in this situation. He's thinking about the mistake he made going from the 2 to the 3.
Sure, because it's gonna to be an easy table for Ruslan right now. Just an question of execution and
Wow.
maybe maybe not enough speed on this shot, not enough draw. At the end, wow, wasn't expected. Wasn't really expected.
Playing this left-handed.
Left-handed, yeah. 2 rail for the defense. 1 and 2.
Can he get up the cue ball to the 8?
Maybe
That's what he's aimed for, and he's left a
too
shot
much
on.
Speed.
Playing with spin.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to control the cue ball like that. He wanted to tuck it up behind the 8, and now he's left Mika with a golden opportunity. He's let Mika back into the rack after Mika's missed jump shot. Positional errors from both players. I think we're seeing the guys are feeling the heat in the closing stages of this final.
Yeah. We're gonna to have some surprises about easy shots. I mean, because the pressure is on with the attendance, with the title, and so on. So we'll see. The most experienced player is Mika Immonen for sure.
But Ruslan has been fearless so far.
Yeah, he's very talented, and it's hard to say. It's hard to forecast the issue from the result of this final. And you know the surname of Mika, the Iceman.
His nickname.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
cold as ice.
We'll see if.
But we have seen.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Ice cool temperament at the end of this rack. It's going to be 9-8 for Mika. The title is on the line here. Who's going to take home the winner's check and the trophy? The pool world is watching. Ruslan needs to answer quickly. We saw a couple of poor positional shots in the last rack, and both players need to keep their focus, and any error is going to be punished. Nice break from Ruslan. One ball sitting pretty in the pocket.
Yeah.
Just the one ball down. The red 3 has disappeared.
You have to manage the move after the blue 2 to the pink 4. I mean, yeah, no, maybe a little bit too straight on this ball.
It's going to follow through there, I think.
Yeah,
for the 4.
With right in English. I think so. Yes, this is the case. Right. Good play.
Pretty nicely controlled. He might have liked to be a little bit further over, but it's nevertheless
2 rays after the shot.
An easy shot on the 4.
Yeah, 2 rays and control. Close to the center of the table. Here we are. Okay. I think that's the difficulty of this table is the 7 to the 8 and the 8 to the 9 because of the position of the 7 and the 9 ball. He's got enough angle on this brown 7 to manage a good position. Oh, don't be short.
3 rails around, and
he's okay. He's okay.
Manufactures
He's got some angle.
Engineers the angle he wanted on the 8 ball. Yeah. And he's coming back across for the 9 now.
Don't be short.
Going towards the side pocket, but he's okay. He's okay.
Watch out.
Would have liked to be maybe a little further over.
Yeah.
It's going to send this 9 ball up the rail into the top left.
Very nice.
Cheats the pocket slightly, using the rail to send the 9 ball in and come over for the 10. 9-9. Unbelievable tension and excitement here. 9-all in the final. Mika and Ruslan neck and neck at the moment. The finishing line is within sight, but 2 more racks and a big effort needed.
Race to 2, guy. The end of the weekend, the end of the final, race to 2. Wow. And now the break is very, very important for each player. No crash, please. Control and have a shot after the break.
Yeah, we saw Mika scratch in his streamed match yesterday against Ruslan Chinakhov at Hill Hill.
What a control. What a control of the cue ball.
He listened to you. Look at that. How about that for cue ball control? Just as in the last rack for Ruslan, the 1 ball is sitting in the pocket. He probably would prefer for the 1 ball to be slightly further away from the pocket, because it's never easy to play position off of balls that deep in.
Yeah. But we have a tricky situation right now, right there. So.
Right. Big shot required from Mika. Former 9-ball world champion in 2001. Multiple time Mosconi Cup star for Team Europe. He's won a lot of honours through an illustrious career, Mika. And after last week's win, he's aiming for a Romanian double here in Brasov.
Watch out the speed. Gonna to be okay. Very nice.
Controlled the position nicely.
And now we can imagine a combo 6-10. You know exactly if he has a good position and he has to maybe to anticipate or to compensate something. I don't know from there, but
Yeah, I had to see how the 6 and the 10 are lined up and whether they offer an easy combination.
he didn't look at it, so
Yeah, we haven't seen Mika look at the 6 and the 10, which maybe suggests that it's not a possible combination.
maybe it's not just one. Depends.
That's true too. Well, we're going to find out pretty soon what he's got in mind. Drawing this cue ball.
Okay,
He's going to play the 6 in the top right.
but
He's going into the 10 after
he has to manage the
after
contact,
the shot. Yeah,
and there's not an obvious management he's got right now.
drawing the cue ball again.
Oh,
Where's it going? He's okay.
Yeah, but
He would like
he got a
to.
long shot on
Yeah,
the 7. He needs speed. He needs speed to come back.
he
And
was in control of that shot, but he has left himself a tough long shot.
wow,
Wow.
shot.
Wow.
Wow.
We talk about a tough long shot, but that didn't look tough. Got down on that.
But watch out this one because you need to control the speed of the cue ball after the contact in order to keep the cue ball up on the table. Not an easy one.
Will he draw into the side rail here?
Right.
Yes.
Contact. Yes.
Nicely
Very
controlled.
nice. Very nice.
Mika
Very
Immonen is going to reach the hill here.
Yeah.
10-9. And just listen to the reaction of the fans here in Clavata.
And water pressure on Westlav on his break right now. 9-10, race to 11, and you turn to break. Wow.
You better not scratch. That's all I'm saying.
No foul.
But listen, Ruslan's been breaking excellently so far in the tournament, and you'd expect him to deal with the pressure and really focus on making a good break here. The 23-year-old from Moscow in Russia.
Sure.
Young compared with the experience of Mika Immonen, but fearless and a rising star in the world of pool.
Nice control.
Holds the cue ball nicely. One ball looks to be nicely in front of the pocket. What a break. We've seen some absolutely amazing breaks in this final.
Yeah.
3 balls down and just 7 remaining.
And the only difficulty we've got there is the move, the 4 to the 5 and to the 8.
Yeah, 5 to 8 could be a potentially tricky shot, but you'd certainly expect Ruslan to get out from here in a usual situation. Of course, this is not a usual situation in the final at 10-9 down.
Okay.
The crowd is silent here.
Opposite English, or maybe 2 rays after shot with a lot of draw. And think that's right.
Seems to
and
be
English.
aiming at the right hand side of the cue ball.
Yeah. That's the case.
Yep.
Watch out the speed
This
for this ball.
is a big shot. The pressure multiplies the difficulty.
Yeah, guy.
No worries.
Very nice.
Back across the table, and
The
that's
right
a beautiful
angle,
stroke.
the right angle on the black 8. So supposed to be Hill game and thriller game for
That's
the
as
title.
close to a perfect break and run as you can see, I think, Christoph.
Yes. What a,
Perfect break.
what a player.
Perfect break and perfect run out. 10-10. Wow. I can feel my heart going here, Christoph. I don't know about you. What a
It's
finish
hit
to a
match, ladies and gentlemen.
unbelievable.
What would you like more than this?
Just listen to the crowd.
Race to 1, guy. Race to 1 for the title.
Please
Wow.
everybody, for the last time in this match, give them all that you got in you. Starting by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Just listen to the crowd. Wow. Listen to the appreciation from the crowd here in Kravatse. We got hundreds of people watching, standing room only. Big interest in this event. Silence now for the last break. Here we go, Christoph. Hill.
All is about the break. All is about the break. Break control.
Nice cue ball
once
control.
again,
One ball
but
heading down to the corner.
the 3.
Will it drop?
Yes.
3 ball in the corner. 2 ball heading up to the top corner. Is it going to drop the 2? Yes, Mika wanted that ball to drop.
And that's a good news for him because the pink 4 was in a bad position
Exactly right.
regarding the 2 ball. So that's
You could see Mika with his hand there. He waved the 2 into the corner. He was willing it to go. He's made
a real
2
chance.
balls on the break.
A real chance to run out of this.
1 ball deep in the pocket. Needs to get nicely on the 4.
Wow shot.
Look at the control on that.
But
I think we can say 4 to 5 is the key shot now.
he has to make a choice. Draw or maybe a stun shot on this 4 ball to try
Yeah,
to
we
find
see where
this,
he wants to
this
be.
area.
He wants the 5 in the bottom left.
Yeah.
That's just about perfect. And despite making a break and run in his last rack, Ruslan Chinakhov can do nothing here but watch Mika Immonen.
You know, this shot is the key shot of the final. Final position on the 6 and yes, that's okay. He's okay, but he has to manage something good for the 7 now.
Stands across for the 7 in the side.
That's
Cue ball's on the rail,
Yeah.
which makes it more difficult, but this is such a simple pot that you're not going to see any trouble.
it's close to the end.
This isn't the end is nigh here.
Yeah. You know, you see, 3 balls away of the title. He's taking his time.
Yeah, he had a walk up to the top of the table, looking at the angle for the 10.
He recovers himself.
Whoa!
Yes.
Oh, I was worried there for a minute, but with that check side, he held the cue ball exactly where he wanted it. And you're going to hear a big noise after this 10 ball goes, following the 9.
He's gonna have to take the risk to play this 10 ball on the side pocket. Let's see. Yes, he takes the risk. Watch out the 10.
Yeah, we've
That's
seen
what
balls
to say,
missed in that
yes.
side pocket.
He has
But
to be-
surely
he has to be
this is going to be
perfect.
the
He
break
has
and
to
run
be
for the
perfect on
title.
that.
Mika Immonen clenches his fist, raises his cue in the air, salutes the crowd. He's sealed an absolutely thrilling final victory over Ruslan Chinakhov, 11-10 in the final, and you can just hear the noise from the crowd here. He shakes the hand of his opponent. A valiant effort from Ruslan, who took Mika all the way. In the end, Mika managed to hold his nerve in the deciding rack. Broken run, the critical rack. You can see him saluting the crowd again now, bowing, and he's going to be absolutely delighted that victory. And what a thrilling end to an amazing weekend of pool. A really exciting tournament. You can hear the noise from the crowd. Mika's absolutely delighted.